Hey there, self-healers. Welcome to my channel, Closing the Gap, where we meet you where you are on your spiritual journey. My name is Lisa Lightfeather, and today we'll be going over the Sacral Chakra. Yesterday we went over the root chakra, so if you missed that video, I will put the link down in the comments. The Sacral Chakra is associated with the color orange. It's a 6-petal lotus that it correlates to the sound of Vam. And in the center of the Sacral Chakra, there is a moon-shaped symbol. This moon-shaped symbol correlates to our emotions, yeah, and the different phases of the moon and the different phases of life. So the Sacral Chakra is associated with our sensuality, our sexuality, our creativity, the things that we really enjoy in life that make us feel whole and complete. It's connected to our emotions, and it correlates to the element of water. So when the Sacral Chakra is blocked, we can have issues in the area of our physical body with our testes, our ovaries, our uterus, our prostate. It's down at the bottom close to the root chakra, so a lot of similar physical ailments may occur. Difficulty getting pregnant, difficulty holding a pregnancy, impotency when it comes to men, and women can have impotency as well, where they just completely lack libido, where they're just not interested in intercourse. There can be a food addiction, one way or the other. It could be overeating, causing obesity, or it could be undereating and suffering from something like anorexia. So the Sacral Chakra is connected to our pleasure senses. So we enjoy eating, we enjoy making love, we enjoy being creative. And when the Sacral Chakra is blocked, we don't enjoy any of those things. When the Sacral Chakra is healthy and balanced, we become more creative, and we just overall enjoy life more. We're more in tune with our bodies. Our food tastes better. Therefore, we enjoy it more because we actually take the time to taste the food. And so we don't overeat or undereat. We're more in tune with our bodies, with our pleasure senses. Okay? Masturbation is not a bad thing. I'm not saying that, but in excess it can be. With the blocked Sacral Chakra, we can be addicted to such things as masturbation and pornographic material, or just multiple sex partners. We lose the spirituality, the sensuality, and the intimacy of sex when our Sacral Chakra is blocked. So I want to give you some things that you can use, right, to assist you in balancing your Sacral Chakra. Now, we've already talked about guided meditations, and I will drop a link to one of my favorite guided meditations out there that I've used on several occasions. So some of the ways that you can balance the Sacral Chakra is that it's associated with the element of water. So taking an Epsom salt bath, right? Epsom salt bath with your essential oils, and we'll go over essential oils that correlate with the Sacral Chakra. Adding your crystals to your bath water, and we'll go over some crystals that are good for that. So you have your fragrance, you have your crystals, you have the element of water, and the salt detoxifies. And in detoxifying, it strengthens your auric field. Okay? The chakras are associated with your auric field, and when they're all balanced, your auric field is strengthened. When they're out of balance, the auric field has holes in it, right? And you can be easily siphoned, or you become an energy vampire yourself because you're just unconsciously seeking something that your spirit knows is missing, which is energy, okay? And so the frequency that the Sacral Chakra correlates to is 417 hertz. So if you don't like the meditation that I add down here, I will also add a 417 hertz meditation down there, a link for you. You can just click on the link. And then that way, you'll have a start where you want to start with your guided meditations or just listening to 417 hertz meditations. The fragrances that correlate with the sacral chakra are the essential oils: Ylang-Ylang, rose, sweet orange, patchouli. It can be tangerine, lavender. And so those are some of the essential oils that correlate with the sacral chakra. Some of the crystals that correlate with the sacral chakra could be peach moonstone. I love that crystal. Carnelian, orange calcite, orange selenite. Right? There's a white selenite and there's an orange selenite. So orange selenite, amber, tiger's eye. Okay. Now some of these crystals you could add to your bath water, right? You can add all 7 chakra crystals to your bath water, but some crystals do not do well in water, such as selenite. So selenite is a very soft crystal. If you put it in bath water, it will dissolve, it will splinter. And so you don't want to put that in there. Carnelian is a great sacral chakra crystal, and it also works well as a great yoni egg, which we talked about in the root chakra, right? Because these are the lower 3 chakras. So the yoni eggs work amazing for the sacral chakra, and carnelian works well. Now, one thing I didn't say yesterday about the yoni egg is shaped just like an egg, right? And so the larger part you want to insert first, because you automatically think that the smaller end first, but it's the larger end of the egg first, because what it does is it draws in the energy that you need. Now, when you put the smaller end first, it draws out the energy that you need. So if you're healing things such as sexual trauma, emotional trauma, grief, and you're trying to remove that thing from you, you put the smaller end first, and then the crystal pulls out that energy, okay? The grief, the sexual trauma, or the emotional trauma that you're carrying there. All right, and when you want to bring in, you flip it the other way, okay? The big end first. When your chakra is unblocked, you open up your creativity. You opened up your sexuality. You open up your pleasure senses, okay? Some of the things that you can do to assist in opening your sacral chakra as well, because it's one of the lower 3 chakras, you want to ground. Grounding is always important, and we talked about that yesterday with the root chakra, where you stand in the grass barefoot and you envision yourself a tree, roots coming out of your tree, grounding you to the earth, yeah? And then going to the ocean is a beautiful way. If you could swim in the ocean, or if you can't find an ocean, you could swim in a pool. But water is a great way of balancing the sacral chakra. Painting. So painting, even if you're not an artist, painting is a beautiful way to balance the sacral chakra. Everyone's an artist in their own right? And art is art in the eye of the beholder. So don't be so hard on yourself when it comes to art. Just paint, yeah? Pottery is a good way. Any type of crafting. Gardening is a good way. Plant orange flowers, yeah? Or plant orange vegetables or something like that. Your diet, we talked about the rainbow diet, which I will mention frequently with the chakra balancing. Your diet is where you are. So I am not insinuating that the rainbow diet is the diet to go on, because I'm not even on it. But what I am insinuating is that the vegetables that correlate, the fruits that correlate with the sacral chakra. So this sunrise, I had my turkey bacon, my oatmeal, and I had tangerines on the side. So that's my orange foods. You want to do stuff like tangerines, mangoes, cantaloupe, carrots, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are my favorite. And so I try to have sweet potatoes at least 3 times a week. But the sacral chakra is important to your spirituality in your everyday life. It's important that you are connected to the pleasures of life. Yeah, your creativity, your sexuality, your sensuality. And it just makes life so much better. Yeah. It makes life so much better. And like I said, if you are trying to conceive, or if you are having trouble in that area of sexuality, or overeating or undereating, it's a sacral chakra issue. And so you want to balance it so that you are whole and healthy, right? Because that's where we want to be on this spiritual journey, okay? I thank you for tuning in today on the sacral chakra. I will drop the links that I mentioned down there, the 417 Hertz, the Paul Santisi guided meditation, the types of crystals and the fragrances that I've mentioned here, so that you will have a little checklist of things you can get for the sacral chakra. I wish you the best on your healing journey, and thank you for tuning in to Closing the Gap, where our intention here is to meet you exactly where you're at. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop an orange heart. Yeah? An orange heart for the sacral chakra today. Thank y'all. See y'all later. Have a good one.